Of the academies at Rivercrest High School, I would like to say welcome to Homecoming 2023. We would also like to extend an extra special welcome to the alumni of the classes of 1983, 1993, 2003, and 2013. We would also like to include the Rivercrest first year's reunion in our welcome. This week has been an exciting week at Rivercrest, filled with school spirit, dress-up days, and class competitions. The highlight of the week came this afternoon when the homecoming royalty was presented to the student body, faculty, guests, and administration by members of the football team in a formal ceremony. At that time, the 2023 homecoming queen was announced by the 2022 queen, Miss Haley Langston. Crowning and presentation of the queen and her court concluded the assembly. In the ceremony, the Queen was presented her crown by Miss Hollis Burns Harden. She was presented with the game ball by Mr. Lucas River Raper. Serving as honor guard this evening for the Royal Court are the members of the Color Guard, of the RHS Marching Band, and the RHS Varsity Cheerleaders. The RHS Band Color Guard members are 8th grade Zoe K. Myrick, freshman Kim Sanchez, AJ Johnson, Kaylee Wood, sophomores Katie Osendorf, junior Allie Herring. The RHS varsity cheerleaders are sophomores Carly Colum, Hannah Gray, Shreya Patel, Kennedy Raines, juniors Gabrielle Borkholder, Mackenzie Hernandez, Madeline Owens, Taylor Routledge, Carly Williams. Seniors Mary Jo Booker, Chesney Chandler, Haley Gore, Addison Norval, Raven Powell, Kylie Routledge, I'm serving as MC this afternoon, and Grace Strauch. Serving as bearers for the royalty are Hollis Burns Harden, age 4, as crown bearer, and Lucas River Raper, age 3, as ball boy. Hollis is the daughter of Brett and Chelsea Harden of Marion. She is the maternal granddaughter of Frankie and Christy Hunt of Marion, and the paternal granddaughter of Mark Harden of Kaiser and Kim Harden of Truman. Hollis loves to sing, dance, and draw, but her favorite part of her day is when she's playing outside on her jungle gym. Lucas is the son of Lance and Lauren Raper of Manila. He is the maternal grandson of Jeff and Stacy Davidson of Manila and the paternal grandson of Gary and Chantel Raper of Manila. Lucas attends Rivercrest Preschool in Miss Blair Brown's class, and he rides Mr. Burrow's bus. Lucas enjoys riding on combines and tractors, playing on the beach, and hunting in the woods. His favorite foods are pizza, barbecue ribs, gummy bears, and Hawaiian rolls. Our Littles supervisor is senior cheerleader Lexus Wilworth. And now for the presentation of the court. Representing the freshman class is Miss Mary Whitley Bell of Wilson. She is the 14-year-old daughter of Beckton and Casey Bell. Whitley is a member of the National Junior Honor Society and on the Honor Roll. She is a member of the RHS Junior Varsity Cheer Team, for which she made All-American. She is also a part of the RHS Competitive Cheer Squad. Whitley attends the Wilson Methodist Church. After graduation, she plans to attend the University of Alabama to become an orthodontist. Whitley is escorted this evening by her father, Mr. Beckton Bell. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Mary Whitley Bell. Also representing the freshman class is Miss Ella Gonzalez of Wilson. She is the 14-year-old daughter of Brandon and Paige Gonzalez. Ella is a member of the RHS Lady Colt basketball program, and is the only freshman on the varsity team. She ran cross country, and she is a member of the RHS track program. Ella was a junior district champion for high jump last year, and she was voted most athletic for Who's Who's. She plays travel softball on the weekends. Ella volunteers her time at camps to help younger softball players develop their skills. After graduation, she plans to attend Auburn University to be a pediatric radiology technologist. Ella is escorted this evening by her father, Mr. Brandon Gonzalez. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ella Gonzalez. Representing the sophomore class is Miss Molly Austin of Osceola. She is the 15-year-old daughter of Justin and Devin Austin. Molly was a member of the National Junior Honor Society and Junior Varsity Cheer. She is currently in National Honor Society and on A team. She is a member of Rivercrest Varsity Cheer and was a part of the Game Day Cheer runner-up team last year. Molly was also selected as a two-time All-American cheerleader. Molly is a member of the RHS softball team, and she lettered, was district champion, all-district, and all-state. After graduating, Molly plans to attend Ole Miss to become a pharmacist. Molly is escorted this evening by her father, Mr. Justin Austin. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Molly Austin. Also representing the sophomore class is Miss Callie Wren Fincher of Dice. She is the 15-year-old daughter of Mark and Callie Fincher. Callie was a member of the National Junior Honor Society and Junior Varsity Cheer, and she is currently a member of the A-Team, National Honor Society, and RHS Varsity Cheer. She is on the All-A Honor Roll. She was a part of the Game Day Cheer runner-up team last year. Callie was also selected as a two-time All-American cheerleader. She is a member of the Northeast Arkansas Horse Show Association and the Arkansas Cowboys Association. She also enjoys barrel racing. After graduation, Callie plans to attend the University of Arkansas to earn a master's degree in nursing so she can become a pediatric nurse and work at LeBonner Children's Hospital in Memphis. Callie is escorted this evening by her father, Mr. Mark Fincher. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Callie Wren Fincher. Representing the junior class is Miss Lakeisha Elania Turner of Wilson. She is the 16-year-old daughter of Andrea Turner and the late Emmanuel Harris. Lakeisha was a member of RHS Band and East, and she has been and still is an active member of the National Honor Society and JROTC. She has won a plethora of awards through JROTC, including Association of United States Army Award, Leadership Development Service Award, AROTC Academic Achievement Award, Personal Appearance Ribbon, Good Conduct Award, Varsity Athletic Ribbon, and Honor Guard Ribbon. Lakeisha attends the Macedonia Missionary Baptist Church in Wilson. After graduation, she plans on attending Ouachita Baptist University to get her master's degree in biology. Lakeisha is escorted this evening by her mother, Miss Andrea Turner. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Lakeisha Elania Turner. Also representing the junior class is Miss Jalexia Young of Joyner. She is the 17-year-old daughter of Kamisha Brown and Gerald Young. Jalexia is on the honor roll and is a member of the Lady Colts varsity basketball team playing guard. She attends First Baptist Church, Frenchman's Bio. After graduating, Jalexia is undecided on her university and major, but she hopes to earn a scholarship to play basketball. She is escorted this evening by her father, Mr. Gerald Young. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Jalexia Young. Representing the senior class is Miss Emma Brooks of Witten. She is the 18-year-old daughter of Amy Elrod. Emma has been a member of RHS Varsity Cheer, FBLA, and the National Honor Society the past 3 years. She was part of the 2021 State Championship Cheer Team and the 2022 National Finalist Cheer Team. She was selected as All-American as well. Emma attends the First Baptist Church at Kaiser. After graduating, Emma plans to attend A-State, but she is currently undecided on her major. Emma is escorted this evening by Mr. Ron Holthouse. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Emma Brooks. Also representing the senior class is Miss Mercy Burks of Joyner. She is the 18-year-old daughter of Kimberly Harris and Dexter Burks. Mercy is in the National Honor Society and the National Society of High School Scholars. She is the manager for Lady Colts basketball. Mercy is on the A honor roll and has perfect attendance. She attends First Baptist Church, Frenchman's Bio, and sings in the choir. After graduating, Mercy will attend UCA to major in nursing so she can become a travel nurse. She is escorted this evening by her stepfather, Mr. Anthony Hurd. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Mercy Burks. We now proudly present the 2023 RHS Homecoming Queen, Miss Carmen C.C. Alana Shumpert of Joyner. She is the 17-year-old daughter of Josie Vasquez and Edward Henry. Over the last few years, Cece has been involved in several extracurricular, including A-Team, Trio, FBLA, FCCLA, Cheer, and Key Club. She also served as football manager the last 4 years and basketball manager 8th through 10th grade. Cece is on the honor roll. She's also a member of the National Honor Society and served as its treasurer for a year. Cece was voted class clown the last 2 years. She attends First Baptist Church, Frenchman's Bio. After graduating, she plans to attend UCA to major in psychology. Cece is escorted this evening by her stepfather, Mr. Edward Henry. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Carmen C.C. Alana Shumpert. Homecoming week is only a success because of the hard work and dedication of the faculty, staff, and administration of the academies at Rivercrest High School. A special thanks as well to our wonderful students this year for enjoying all of the festivities. Please give them all a round of applause. A special thanks this week goes to our technology department for troubleshooting all of our issues, Coach Smith, Coach Harden, and Coach Elrod for officiating Mini Olympics and Powder Puff football, Miss Christy Graham for organization, decorating, calmness, and advice, Miss April Gray for heading male cheer Wednesday, Miss Leanne Graham for decorating and flower assistance, the student body for participating, Officer Travis, Officer Street, and Mr. Ollie Collins for organizing and handling security and parking. Please give our MC, Kylie Ratledge, and our child care supervisor, Lexus Leaworth, a round of applause as well. Special thanks as well goes to our cheer team for conducting our pep rally after the afternoon ceremony. Once again, congratulations to the RHS's 2023 Queen, Miss Carmen C.C. Alana Shumpert. Thank you for coming to the RHS homecoming ceremony this evening and enjoy the football game. Go Colts!
Field, the TEZ, home of the Rivercrest Colts. Will you please stand as the ROTC presents the nation's colors? When the ROTC reaches the middle of the field, we will have a moment of silence followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. And now for a moment of silence. And now for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now, Jamarius Jones, a senior at Rivercrest, will sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please remain standing as the flag leaves the field and the Rivercrest marching band plays the alma mater.
All right. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us, and welcome to Rivercrest football on Rivercrest Athletics. It's homecoming night, and we are live from Cortez Kennedy Field at Rivercrest Colts Stadium as your Colts get ready to battle the Westside Warriors. If you take the excitement of game day, add the pageantry of homecoming, and sprinkle in a little actual football weather, that's a recipe for a great evening of Friday Night Lights at the TEZ. After beating Harrisburg last week 69-14, yes, that's right, 69-14, the Colts, under the helm of Johnny Fleming, are 3-2 on the season and just one of three teams with a 2-0 start in the 4A3 conference. Blytheville and Highland are the other two teams that are 2-0, and they play each other down the road at Blytheville tonight. Quarterback Cavante Washington completes nearly 63% of his passes, and he's thrown for 709 yards and 10 touchdowns. Michael Rayner continues to do Michael Rayner things, leading the Colts in rushing with 342 yards, 6 touchdowns on the ground, and receiving with 290 yards with 4 touchdowns, and has 2 special team scores on the year. Rayner now holds school records for career receptions, receiving yards, and receiving TDs. Running back Kobe Turner is averaging over 14 yards a carry and has 245 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns on the season. Wide receiver Buda Harris has 249 yards receiving and 4 touchdowns. That Colt defense is led by defensive end Wyatt Lancaster, who has 52 tackles, 8 tackles for loss, and 3.5 sacks, and 2 forced fumbles. Safety Jaden Young and defensive tackle Quinshun Perry have 32 and 24 tackles, respectively. Coach Bobby Ingles' Westside Warriors and their power running attack are trying to hunt down their first win on the season. The Warriors sit at 0-5 overall and 0-2 in conference. Westside dropped their game to Blytheville last week, 30-0. The Colts lead the all-time series 13-2 and won last year's contest 42-14. This is the second time the Colts have faced Westside in their homecoming game, with the other matchup coming in 2005, in which the Colts won that one 33-20. It's the Rivercrest Colts versus the Westside Warriors up next right here on Rivercrest Athletics. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you'll know each time we go live. We're ready for some Rivercrest football. Take it away, Todd.
I'm ready, Coach. I'm ready, and it is everything you want for homecoming. We've got a packed crowd tonight. Packed house is in here. We're looking for homecoming 2023. We watched the pre-game festivities, and we have a brand-new homecoming queen, Carmen Schumpert. We congratulate her on that. And other of the court was on there, and we'll get their names a little bit later in the program. But just a beautiful, beautiful night. The weather is beautiful out there. Going to get a little chillier later on. And we welcome in the Westside Warriors from Jonesboro, Arkansas. And as Ronnie said, they've not started the way they'd like to start. Danny talked to their coach this week, and he said, man, we're just trying to figure a few things out. He said, but we're working hard, and they're doing a good job over there at Westside coaching them up. So we are getting really serious time we got tonight for homecoming, and then we got 4 very tough conference games coming up over the next 4 weeks. And then it's going to be playoff time, and we're hoping to punch us a ticket to the playoffs. So welcome, settle in, and, man, we're glad you're here with us. A lot of people are here watching in person, but if you didn't get to make the journey back to the old alma mater tonight for homecoming, welcome. We're glad to have you. You guys doing okay?
Yeah, doing good.
Yes, sir.
Danny's back with us tonight on mic. We're back in our home booth and got a little more room tonight.
And we have an overhead light.
That's right.
I like it.
And we can see both sides.
Yeah. Todd was pulling double duty last week. He was announcing to you guys and holding up his flashlight for me so I could see and write stats down. I did see a class of 93 out there, their 30-year. That's just a year above me.
Wow.
30 year will be next year for me.
30 years.
And so, and also the 83 group is out there. It's been 40 years. And,
wow.
And so I saw several of those over there going and talking to my dad and Coach Smith, who's down in the end zone.
Yeah.
A lot of football talk will be going on down there tonight.
Yeah, they got him a couch down there in the end zone closer to the building, and it's good to see Coach Graham feeling like getting out a little bit. Coach Smith. Was Coach Chandler down there too?
I'm not sure. He may be down there now. I know.
Yeah.
Just those two sitting beside each other, that's 218 wins of Colt football down there. So that's pretty good pedigree.
Yeah, all the history is here tonight. Homecoming is a great time just to relive history. And speaking of that, the Colts are 44-8-1 on homecoming night. That's a pretty good record, and I don't know where the tie come in there, but somewhere out there in history, Dan could probably tell you that there was a tie for homecoming. But 44-8, it's a pretty good deal.
Everybody was mad when they left that night. Nobody loves a tie.
It was actually the second year that we had a football program, 1971. We tied Lepanto 14-14 that night. So
that was the old Lepanto. Was it Panthers?
Terrapins, wasn't it?
No. Yeah, they got the Turtle Derby tomorrow, and so, yeah, it might have been the Turtles, but I think they were the Panthers. I don't remember, but that was – I remember when they had their school, so that kind of dates me a little bit. But welcome in, and thank you, Billy Bubba, for up on the roof. That boy got another year older this week, and so we're hoping – I told him not to fall off the roof tonight because his mama didn't want him to get hurt since he's 62 now. So we give him a happy birthday wish, and thank you for listening in. We have been averaging so far offensively on the season, scoring 43.6 points per game in all the games. If you just break it down to conference, we're scoring about 56.5 points per game.
That's a lot.
So that's a lot of points.
Yeah,
that's a lot of points. We got good news tonight. Marcus Slayton is back.
Yeah.
Also, Joe Lewis Ralph is back. We also seen Mr. Johnson out there kicking a few balls. He'd had a broken foot earlier, so we're still waiting for Cardi to get that thumb healed up. He had 3 screws put in last week, or week before last, and this week I think it's about time to go get them taken out. So
if mom and dad would let him wrap it up, he'd go tonight. I guarantee you would.
It didn't affect his dancing abilities this week at the homecoming festivities. I saw him out there.
Was he out there dancing?
Team captains for tonight for the Warriors, number 53, that's Tyler Watlington. Number 19, that's Colton Carter, who will also be the quarterback. Number 71, Tyler Feltz, and number 87, Jordan Hall. For your Colts, number 2, Kobe Turner, number 3, Marcus Slayton, number 5, Wyatt Lancaster, and number 12, Kevin Morris.
Yeah, lots of records were broke last week by Mr. Michael Rayner. Also, there was a note there that I'm trying to get back to Danny's notes here, but there was a note about Wyatt Lancaster. He's now the number 2 all-time leader in sacks in Colt history.
Yep.
And so that's exciting. Michael Rayner needs 136 all-purpose yards to pass Tay Robinson for number 5 in career all-purpose yards. So we may see another Michael Rayner record tonight. He needs 19 points to pass Tay Robinson for career points scored. So and he needs 72 all-purpose yards to pass Keyshawn Scott for number 6 on all-purpose yards. So the records continue to fall, and last week the 69 points scored was the largest amount scored since 1985 against Osceola, and the 54 points last week in the first half set a record for the most points scored in a half. Was that more than what we scored against Truman back in the day when we scored 55? Or was that later in the game, Dan? You remember?
It was later in the game. We actually scored 41 in the first quarter at Truman one of those years, but we still only had 41 at halftime in that game. And so
I think that was Chad Harden's days back in there. Yeah, I remember sitting there on the front row of the old stadium coach there at Truman that game. He probably don't want to mention that, though. That's when he was still hanging around Truman. But we'll play them in a few weeks. We go over to their place this year. And so we'll be at Highland next week, so we'll talk about all that later. So.
Yeah, I remember the 85 season. That was a state championship 13-0 year, and they scored 69 against Osceola. That was actually in that game, sophomore quarterback Keith Burks came in and was the AP Player of the Week in the state of Arkansas.
Oh, wow. Nice.
I remember Dad saying we put him in and called quarterback sneak, and he went 60 yards for a touchdown.
Well, here come your Colts taking the field for a homecoming 2023.
We got guys turning flips down there. That's pretty impressive. Scory Bonner just turned 2 flips. And
Jay Bird.
Jay Bird was flipping. So them boys are ready to play some ball. I hope they'll get ready, get their game faces on, and it's time to tee it up and see what happens here tonight. Homecoming here at Rivercrest High School on Cortez Kennedy Field. And I hope you'll settle in and get ready for some football action. Here we go.
Westside won the coin toss, and they elected to receive to start this football game. They will be in all white with red stripes down the leg. They got some kind of red design on the helmet there, red metallic color logo. And so a little fresh look for
feather on there.
Yep.
A little fresh look for the Warriors uniform-wise. And then speaking of fresh looks, the Colts have new uniforms this year, and they have the all-red jerseys with the gray stripe on the pants leg there that says Rivercrest, and still have the horseshoe on the helmet. So
that's right. That's tradition right there.
Yeah, that's a homecoming tradition for as long as I guess they've been here. They've been wearing that horseshoe on the helmet. So we're going to get the kickoff first.
Yes, sir.
And,
number 33, Leland Newsom, set to kick off. He had a great week last week kicking the football for the Colts.
Yes, he did. He made some extra points last week, and so we'll see how the extra point game kind of plays out. We did see Josh kicking a few, so we'll see how that goes.
And, we had 2 bobble snaps last week that were run in for 2-point conversion.
That's right.
That's right. Mr. Hunter Ellis.
Let's play some football here. Friday night, October.
There's the kick.
6th.
Short kick to about the 28-yard line, received by number 24, and he's upended by Jay Bird. That's number 87, Jordan Hall, on that return.
Number 81, Jamarius Bird, right there with flipping him upside down. So he come out flipping around, and he thought he'd flip the guy on the other team upside down. I'm sure that guy'd rather not do that no more.
So Westside starts out with great field position to start this game at their own 39-yard line. It was a short kick that time. It was caught about the 28-yard line, so he got about 10 yards on that return.
They'll run tight formations. Danny watched them in film. They'll keep it tight.
There's a handoff to the first back through. That's number 21. He's going to be wrapped up by Quinshon Perry for a loss. That's number 21, Gavin Dodson.
Got guys back in their spots. Marcus Slayton back playing linebacker. Kobe's back where he normally plays in the linebacker spot. So it's good to see those guys, and I know they've been itching to get back in the game. I tell you why, while they were out, other guys grew, other guys stepped up, was the man in the gap. So great job, guys.
You got to Kylan Sanders over on that other side on the end, and this time it's going to be handed off to first back through. That's 21 again, and he's moving his feet and pushes the line forward to the original line of scrimmage at the 39-yard line. There's several Colts in on that stop.
Quinshon, yep.
And Marcus Slayton.
Marcus was there making his tackle. So they're all ready to bottle up that run game. We got to watch every once in a while. They like to slip that tight end out there for if we get too packed up in there trying to stop the run. They'll throw a little wrinkle in it.
Had a guy wide open twice against Blavel and just couldn't connect.
So 3rd and 10 for the Warriors. They're going to hand it off to Dodson again. This time he's going to be brought down after about a 2-yard gain, 3-yard gain. And
Kobe
Turner in there.
Colin Sanders.
It's going to bring up a 4th and long. I don't know. They look like they're bringing in some kind of punt team formation here. And so they're not going to be going for it. We haven't seen a whole lot of punts this year on either side. It's just kind of the game nature these days. We don't do a lot of punting. You just kind of go for it.
And something you don't see all the time on the punt returns, you got 2 backs back there, Kobe Turner and Michael Rayner, set to receive this punt. There's a high snap. He's able to get it off, end-over-end kick. It's going to die in the wind.
That's
Rayner
not good.
bobbles it, and he picks it up. He's got
goes
it
for a
45.
Wow.
He's at the 30, the 20, the 10, and touchdown, Colts.
64 yards.
He just got a whole chunk of them all-purpose yards he was needing to break the record.
That's right.
After a bobble, a flip, and I don't know. I was just praying he got a hold of the ball, and he did, and then he just turned on the afterburners, and it was all over.
It was one of those kicks that was end over end. The wind kind of caught it.
Yeah.
It landed short, and it bounced up and hit him, and he was able to bobble it a little bit and keep control of it and
Looks like
just take it to the house.
Are we bringing it back?
I don't know. I didn't see a flag anywhere.
I didn't see a flag either.
They're marking
are
it
bringing
as a
it back
41 there.
I don't know what the call was. We'll see if we can see. He is marking it off. It must have been a block in the back or something of that nature.
I'm not sure.
No, they call a hold.
Holding, yeah.
Hold. And so they bring it back, and we're going to have the ball right at the 50-yard line.
All right, so 9:52, the Colts take over possession of the football at the
I think he has had a touchdown call back in about every game in the last at least 3. I know for sure he's had touchdowns call back.
I didn't see anybody close enough to anybody to get a holding call,
but he was just leaving people. And
anybody holding it had no effect on the play whatsoever if that was the case, if there was a hold.
This wind is supposed to pick up all during the game, and it's going to blow out of the north, so that's why it cut that ball right there. And what he thought he was going to get, all of a sudden it landed about 10 yards in front of him.
So Cavante Washington in the backfield there. And we have a lineman for Westside jump off sides. That'll be 5 free yards for the Colts. So that'll make it 1st and 5 from the 45 with 9:52 left to go here in this first period.
Just a weird start already.
Yeah. We just don't ever seem to get in the flow. We always have to kind of start over.
2 receivers to the left. Now Kobe goes in motion. Cavante rolls right. He tucks it. Oh, a little underhanded pass there to Kobe Turner. And nice heads-up play there by Cavante. He's fixing to get tackled there for a loss. And
he ended up getting the first down, did he?
Ended up getting the first down.
Hey,
ball at the 40-yard line.
You don't see that on the passing tree in practice.
A little improv there, making that up as he went. And so, but it was good enough for a first down. That's what we're looking for.
That's right.
Moving the chains.
So 9:43 left to go in the first. 1st and 10 Colts. We have 3 receivers to the left, 2 on the right. Cavante takes the snap, looks, passes over to the left side, wide open. Michael Rayner
there he
catches
is
it at the 10-yard line and takes it in for the score. So a 40-yard touchdown pass from Cavante Washington to Michael Rayner with 9:34, gives the Colts a 6-0 lead.
I was scouting for that yellow flag. I tell you, I'm tired of them taking touchdowns away from Michael Rayner, but Cavante, I tell you, he has been really, really coming on last couple games, threw the ball just a few times last week, but it seemed like every time he did it was a touchdown. So that play come wide open to Michael Rayner. He just had to get turned around, look it into his hands, and carry it into the red end zone. Touchdown, Colts.
Joe Lewis is the holder. He's going to fake it, pass it over to the right side of the field, and overthrows Kevin Morris over there, who was guarded. Can't see the number. It looks like number 17 maybe. No, number 10.
Number 10 would be Carter Powell. Carter Powell for Westside Warriors on the coverage. I think they thought they had something a little bit more wider open than it really was, but they took a shot at it. We tried to run that play quite often, and it usually works. Not tonight, though, on that particular time. And they had it covered up pretty quickly.
So with 9:34 left to go in the first, the Colts have a 6-0 lead here at Homecoming 2023 at the TEZ.
Mitchell Leland going to kick off again. He got his workout last week, kicked off about 7 times and kicked about 7 extra points, or attempted 7 extra points. He got most of them last week.
It's a low kick this time. Hits about the 21-yard line. It's going to be returned by number 10, Carter Powell, and he's going to be brought down by Kylan Sanders at the 25-yard line, it looks like.
And he wrapped him up and put him down as a good form tackle.
Or nice correction, job. That was Kieran Morris. That wasn't Kylan Sanders. That was Kieran Morris.
That's right.
Kylan wears 32 and Kieran wears 22. That was Kieran on that.
Yeah, they like their jerseys tight these days, and sometimes the numbers get wrinkled up. We have to look twice.
Well, they're about the same size, too, and built about the same. They're about the same body size, too. So 9:02 left to go here in the first. Westside in their second possession, and it's a little pitch out to number
Quinshawn Perry and Wyatt Lancaster right there.
Yeah.
21 is Gavin Dotson on that carry, but man, that Quinshawn Perry is also coming more and more live every week. It seems like he's in on the majority of the tackles these days.
So a gain of about 4 on the play to bring up 2nd down and 6.
Good play there by the line, filling up the gaps real quick. They'll go with that kind of wishbone look. If you're an older dude, you remember the old days of the wishbone that Texas and Oklahoma ran.
It's kind of hand off to the
second
back
again.
through.
Quinshawn is everywhere. What if he's going to get to run a little bit of fullback this week and block for the touchdown?
I don't mind it.
That was Gavin Dotson again on the carry. And a gain of about 2 on the play, it looks like.
I keep waiting to see Quinshawn Perry and Marcus Slayton in blocking on the same play.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't want to be in the way.
3rd and 4 for the Westside Warriors. 7:50 left to go here in the first quarter. Colts on top, 6-0. We had a lineman jump over there.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're going to get us on that one.
They're pointing it. So.
Yeah, that should give them first down. I think. Going to be really close. Yeah, they're going to move the chains. Going to be first down for Westside as the Colts jump a little bit early, trying to get the jump and get back there to the quarterback.
So 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line for the Warriors.
They did a good job driving the ball. Some of the times last week against Blytheville, I know it ended up a 30-0 game, but they had several drives that where they picked up 4, 6, 7 yards at a time and just methodically worked their way downfield, and just turnovers killed them.
Yeah, their offense is a ball control offense for sure.
Play clock is at 4. There's a snap. Hand off to Dotson again. He goes to the right side. Ooh, nice tackle there by Jaden
Young.
Nice tackle right there. It took his legs right out from under him. It looked like he was about to get going, and Jaden planted him right there.
So 7 minutes left to go in the first. It's 2nd down and 9 for the Warriors.
Kylan Sanders checks out and gets a little breather. It's nice to have that depth where you can get those breathers once in a while.
And Joe Lewis is over there on that side where Kylan was. Glad to have Joe Lewis back.
Yes.
Colts out there coming hard here. There's a fake pass, and he's going to be dropped for a loss There is several. I see
look like
Wyatt Lancaster and
getting up off the pile.
Quinn Shumperi and Big Man.
Mr. Lomack.
So they're going to give him. They're going to give him. They're going to put him back at the line of scrimmage there. So it'll be 3rd and 9 for the Warriors.
That was going to be that play action pass right there, and just didn't have time. That pocket collapsed quick.
Yeah, he pulled it down pretty quick when he realized the time was running out.
There's a pitch out to Dodson this time to the right side, but he's not going anywhere.
No.
There's Big Man and
Wyatt
Lancaster.
Marcus Slayton over there.
Just kind of pencil them in for about every other tackle.
They're not going to miss many, I guarantee you that. So that'll bring up 4th down and long for Westside as they get ready to punt for the 2nd time in this game.
I think I like the fact that when they get there, they show up angry.
We don't have anybody back.
We have nobody back. They may want to just leave everybody away from it with this wind circling like
look at that.
Yeah.
The ball hit at about the 41 and bounced back and right into the hands of Westside player there.
Number 53, Tyler Waddington. I think I said that right.
Yeah.
Waddington. But, yeah, I think the coaches realize that wind is messing with that ball a little bit rather than risk a ball and the wind making you fumble it or not feel it right. He just said stay away. Good field position. We're at the 40-yard line. You can stay there all night. You're going to be all right.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Rayner goes in motion. Handoff to Kobe Turner. Double handoff. That was Jackson Eflin.
Eflin just tripped
Number
up.
10.
You know Jackson wanted to take loose, man. That was a little inside handoff using Mike Rayner for the kind of the decoy out there. You got to follow. You got to account for number 1 wherever he's at, and so they did a little inside double handoff and just missed it by a shoestring.
Wouldn't be surprised to see that one again a little bit later on.
Yeah.
It was there. You just got tripped up.
Yeah, just use a little bit later when you got them a little bit more tired, a little bit more wore down.
I didn't have Jackson Eflin with the first rush on my bingo card.
There's Cavante with the keeper. He finds us.
Wow.
Some guys over to the left
what
side. Blocked by Michael Rayner, but there's a flag there as well.
They're going to call a blindside block, and that's coming back. He was was facing the guy, so I'm not. That was not really a blindside. I think that was just a physical block.
Yeah, I think it was shoulder pad to shoulder pad, but they don't seem to think so. Yeah, they called a blindside block, but I thought they were both looking at each other when he blocked him, but apparently not. So it looks like we're going to have to do every touchdown twice, and that's not a good thing. But that was some block. In the old days, that wouldn't have been even thought about. Everybody just been going crazy. But
well, I know you can't come back and blindside block, but it was not really blindside. The guy was facing him.
Yeah.
So I'm not really sure that was blindside. I'd have to see it on film. I could be wrong.
We'll take a look at that when we get home tonight. But I think it's just because his feet left the ground real quickly.
And Cavante's mad about that because he had to run 58 yards for nothing.
Yeah. Michael said, well, that's what happens to me when I don't get a touchdown.
That's right.
4:29 left to go on the first. Colts on top 6-0. There's a flag before the snap.
Did we move again?
Looks like it's going to be.
He's not sure what the call is.
They're trying to,
offside
on us.
Apparently
okay.
we were lined up offside, I guess.
Offside's going against the Colts.
So 5-yard penalty against the Colts. It'll bring up 2nd down and a long.
Yeah.
About
12.
About 12.
There's a snap.
Monte,
man.
Boy.
Threw that one. Tried to throw it over the top, but just a little bit underthrown there.
Yeah.
53 almost
That
took
was
off with
Tyler Watlington again, and he just about got him a pick 6 right there.
A little too much air.
Yeah,
that was intended for Marcus Slayton over here to this right side.
Well, they did. We had a guy back about 10 yards on the other side. Looked like we were going to set up some sort of double pass, and
we had.
They tried to just get everybody shifting over and hit him, and I think it's open. I think it'd be open. It just got to put a little more heat on it.
Yep.
There's a little shovel out to Kobe Turner.
Wow.
Eludes a tackler. Now he's still on his feet at the 50,
Look at this.
at the 40,
Wow.
the 30, 20, 10-yard line, and touchdown, Kobe Turner.
61 yards.
61 yards for Kobe Turner.
I think we might get to try for some ice cream again on that one because, man, that was some shucking and jiving is what they used to call that back in the day. But, man, he was darting and moving and darting here and darting there. He finally just kicked it in gear, and he was gone. Man, that guy can move.
I'll tell you what, team speed is definitely on the side of the Colts in this game.
Yeah, we've seen Kobe, we've seen Michael, we've seen Cavante just run off and leave folks, and no flag, and so that one counts. That one counts.
That's actually our 4th touchdown of the first quarter, but only 2 have counted.
Yep, that
There's
looks pretty good right
Point
there.
after good by Leland Newsom.
I like it.
So with 4:10 left to go in the first quarter, your Rivercrest Colts on top 13-0 here at Homecoming 2023 at the TEZ.
Well, it just shows you how much you miss a guy like Kobe Turner when he's – there's just not many kids in the state, much less in the same school, that can make a run like that. And came into this game averaging over 14 yards a carry and 61 yards on your first carry. That'll jump that average up there.
Increase that, yeah.
It's just a shame he hasn't been healthier last part of last season and into this first part of this season.
Yeah.
I think his name would be on everything you read would be talking about Mr. Number 2, Kobe Turner, because that dude is very talented.
I want to say he did hit the top 15 career rushing touchdowns all time in school history, and that's a big deal.
Yep.
Josh Johnson is kicking off.
Josh is back. Welcome back, Josh. He had a broken foot before season ever started, so this is his first kickoff of the year.
Hits about the 23-yard line, and
the guy picked it up.
The guy picked it up
deep. Well, that's about where you'd get it if you kicked out of the end zone, so about the 25 or so, 22.
So Josh Johnson gets his first action of the season.
Boy, I tell you, it is really good to see these guys getting well, and I know their folks are glad they're getting well. A lot of trips to the doctors and things back and forth, a lot of anxious moments when your kids are injured, and so
he's going to throw it away.
that's got to be grounding right there unless they count 13 as a receiver.
Yeah.
We did.
Jeff Buchanan, along with Wyatt Lancaster, also on the tackle, Quinn Perry. Loss of 3, 4th and 16. Michael Rayner back deep for the coach to receive. Ball will be down right around the 30-yard line of the Warriors. 1st and 10 Colts. a fumble on the play. Ball was ruled down. Pass from Devontae Washington to Tyran Henry. The legal procedure going against the Colts. Due to penalty. Coach will repeat first down, first and 15 for the Warriors 35. Pass attempt, there is a penalty on the play. Pass attempt from Devontae Washington. Move a hair to the play.
Yeah, that's a move we got to see for a while this year. March back a little bit further.
Call will be a chop block.
All of a sudden our
Low weight.
position is kind of turned into okay fields.
Penalty will go against the Colts. That would be a 15-yard penalty going against the Colts.
He's already in this game. Offside penalties. Got a blindside block.
Repeat first down.
Have that right there. Slot. Right. Open field there.
Toby Turner on the carry. Gain of 28 on the play. Taking the ball to the west side, 43-yard line. Second and 3 for the Colts. Pass is intercepted.
Just don't see that.
On the interception, number 19, Colton Clark.
Go for something.
First and 10 Warriors from their own 24. On the tackle for the Colts, Kieran Marsh. On the carry, Trayvon East. Tackle made by Tavion Williams. Correction on the last tackle. Play before with Colin Sanders.
And it is back up now. Tape,
duct tape
helps
fixes
everything.
You got to be flexible in the old live stream game, I tell you. We've got a cable that's kind of loose and it's wiggled its way out, but we got some bright yellow duct tape and we just slapped that on there, and so hopefully that's going to fix it for you. We apologize. Here we are, homecoming game, and we're having technical difficulties, and so sorry about that.
Yeah, well, if you haven't heard, the Colts are up 13-0 after the first quarter. Here at the TEZ on homecoming 2023. We've had a big pass play to Michael Rayner from Cavante, Washington, and had a nice big run by Kobe Turner.
Yeah.
Had about 2 touchdowns called back for the Colts.
Yep.
And Westside has the ball now facing a 3rd and 15 from their own 19-yard line.
Just saw where Blavel's up 14-0 over Highland in the second quarter. That's a battle of undefeateds in the 4A3 conference.
The third quarterback's going to be sacked by White. Okay. So say the whistle blew, so they ruled him down. So a sack for Wyatt Lancaster.
Word might have got out of what he did last week in Harrisburg, and the minute they touch, they're going to just call him down with Wyatt. I'm not sure.
Oh, man, there were some devastating hits last week.
He come in just about the same way he did at Harrisburg last week, untouched.
Yeah.
It's going to be 4th and about an acre and a half, and so they're going to be punting from their own end zone. And so we are to have, once again, excellent field position. We did have an interception a while ago. It went through the hands of Michael Rayner.
There's another high snap.
Yeah, there's the snap. There's the kick. And we just got to be careful. He's going to take it.
He's going to take it.
49-yard line.
You got some room. He's going to cut it. He's going to take that sideline. Blockers in front. The referee dives to get out of the way. And Rayner scores the touchdown.
I hope he's all right.
11:05. Oh, the referee's having a tough time getting up down
Yeah,
there.
he tried to get out of the way, and he just took a dive. I don't think I would have done that. I think I'd have just stepped to the side, but he took a dive to get out of the way of Michael Rayner scoring, and he ended up kind of bummed up a little bit. So they're helping him up, and I think he's going to be all right, Coach.
Yeah, he looks like he's going to be okay.
Michael Rayner, I was going to say a while ago when he had that ball go through his hands, he'll find some way to make up for that, and he just did it. So it's just what Michael Rayner does, and he just does not like to make mistakes, and when he does, he makes up for him in a big way. So touchdown, Michael Rayner.
It's going to be his 3rd special teams touchdown on the year.
Yeah.
Nice. Don't have many through the years with multiple touchdowns on special teams in the year.
There's a snap, kick, and it is no good.
Oh. That was a line drive right there.
So with 11:05 left to go here in the first half, Rivercrest on top 19-0 in this one over the Westside Warriors.
We are glad to be with you here. Sorry we've had so much sound off, but you might enjoy that. I don't know. Maybe you just say, man, this sure is quiet. I can see the game. But we love bringing this to you. We enjoy bringing live stream to you, and glad we can do it. Appreciate y'all watching. It's really good numbers every week, and we are very appreciative of that. And so welcome in on Homecoming 2023 here for Rivercrest. And it's a good start.
We just assumed everybody was listening.
Yeah. I could hear you fine, Coach.
I didn't have my hearing aids in, so.
We apologize. We're going to kick again.
Josh Johnson.
Josh is back after he broke his foot before the season started, so it's his second kickoff. And looking pretty good. They're going to fair catch it.
At 30.
Who was that? 21?
No, that was 20.
Gavin Metz.
Gavin Metz on that fair catch.
That's somebody we haven't seen run the ball. He ran the ball 16 times against Blavel last week, but looked like he's in that fullback role that Clay McMillan's usually in, and we saw his arm in a sling before the game, and he's hurt. He actually McMillan scored both touchdowns against Rivercrest in last season's game.
Yeah, you can see him across the way over there by one of the sticks in this arm sling. Clay McMillan, he's their go-to guy, and they don't have their go-to guy tonight.
Power eye look this time.
The old Maryland eye right there with 3 backs.
This time, that's is
Marcus Slayton.
That's 20 on the carry.
That was Gavin Metz, Marcus Slayton, and Quinchun Perry.
And to Kylan Sanders
And to
also.
Kylan Sanders.
Yeah.
Good hard run by Gavin Metz right there. Kept the legs churning. He's a pretty good size kid.
He picked up about 4 or 5 there on that, so that's a good first down run for them. That's about what they're looking for with this running game. They want to possess the ball. They want to eat up clock, and they want to gain about 4 or 5 yards, 6 yards at a carry. And, of course, they'll take a long one every once in a while, but that's what they want to do as an offense.
There's Metz again on the little sweep out there.
Kylan Sanders was the first one to him, and
big man's in there getting
big
up.
man, it looks like Wyatt Lancaster.
Lots of red hats.
Cavion,
yeah.
I like the way we're all pursuing the football. It's good to see. Lots of red hats around the ball, and you love to see that in defense.
That's right.
On your defensive side, that's swarming.
So just under 10 minutes left to go in the first half, and Colts on top 19-0.
Got 9:50 left to go here in the second quarter.
They've tried a few times that play action, and we've had guys right on top of them almost every time.
Third down and about 6 for Westside. A little counter play there.
Kylan Sanders.
And Kylan Sanders again on the tackle. That's going to be number 23 on the carry. That's Weston Watlington.
Doing a great job filling gaps. Everybody's where they need to be, and I think that goes back with getting your starters back in there. They just have the experience, and so it's all good.
That was one of those that looked like it had a little bit of room when they first handed it off, and Kylan closed that thing quick.
So 4th down and 4 for Westside, 9:20 and counting here in the first half. They're going to go for it here at their own 36-yard line. Marcus Slayton looking to possibly
no flag.
Get in there in that backfield.
It's like they were trying to draw us off sides.
Yeah.
We're going to have a timeout charged to Westside. With 9:05 left to go in the first half, Rivercrest on top, 19-0.
They got us to flinch, but they didn't get us to jump, so we didn't get the penalty. And so Coach Bobby Engel calls timeout for the Westside Warriors, and they're going to talk about it a little bit. 9:05 left to go here in the second quarter. 19-0, Rivercrest Colts, and there's discussion on the feed tonight about extra points, and those things will get bigger and bigger as we get into these bigger games, is what the conversation is. And so we do want to continue to work on that. And like I said, we've had guys not in the regular roles there. And
we tried several people there, and then had Marcus making some early, then he got hurt.
Yeah.
And Josh Johnson was nearly automatic last season, and this is just his first game back, and so far he's just kicked off, no extra points, but I have to figure pretty soon he'll be back in that role.
And you just don't know how that foot feels yet. You know, I'm not sure if it was his kicking foot that he broke, but I think it was. I'm not sure, but that's going to just take a while to get that feel back and everything.
So 4th down and 4 for Westside after the timeout.
Looks like they're going to go for it here.
Back in that wishbone look. Hand off to number 20. He's still on his feet.
He's going to make it.
Pick up the first down. Sure is. Extra effort there to carry it out to the 41-yard line.
That was a hard run right there. He shucked a couple tackles, and I thought we was going to stop him there a couple yards shy, and, man, he just kept churning those legs and ended up picking up the first down. And so Westside continues marching on down the field. Nice night tonight. It's drifted down into the 60s, and it's supposed to be 40-some in the morning. So get your coats out and get the fire stoked up.
Hand off to number 20 again, same play. I see.
Is that to Kylan over there?
Kevin Morris.
I think that's Kevin, yeah.
Yep. We got a lot of numbers that end in 2, don't we?
We sure do.
Yeah.
Kylan's over here on this side. I see him now. We got Kevin and Kieran, and we got Kylan, all of them end in 2s.
Kevin wears 12, Kieran wears 22, and Kylan wears 32.
Yeah.
Had somebody saying our audio is left channel only, and after having no audio for most of the first quarter, we'll take left channel only right now.
Right now,
it's been
kind of been weird.
It's been a mess so far tonight. We're so sorry about the audio issues.
Hand off to number 20. That's Gavin Metz.
Big man, and the offensive lineman for Westside had a hold of big man's leg, tackled him. So
So it's going to be about a yard shy of the first down. So it'll be third down. The ball spotted at the 49-yard line. It's going to be actually more about 2 yards.
2 yards.
7:28 and counting here in the first half.
Yeah, Gremlin's messing with audio, that's for sure. That has been a mess tonight.
Quarterback's going to keep it. Looks
First
like
down.
he's going to have the first down and some.
Yeah.
So
Westside Warrior offense starting to get a little traction, Coach.
the offensive
Starting to get a little
line
traction.
is winning a few battles here.
Marcus Slayton, Quinn Champerry on the tackle, but not before they get the first down.
They've found their way over into Coat territory and getting a little traction on there. That's what they like to do. You're seeing what Westside is trying to do right there, and that's what they've done these last two series.
They had a couple drives like this last week against Blyville, and we saw turnovers end them, but they were picking up 4, 5, 6 yards of carry on some of those drives. He's picking up good yards right now.
Number 20 again, Gavin Metz on the carry. Takes it down inside the 40 to the 39.
Yeah, about 4 or 5 yards every carry right now, and that's what they like. That's what they like. We'll have to find a way to get this thing shut down.
Yeah.
Clock's running, 6:26 left to go here before halftime of homecoming.
So second down and 5. Quarterback Colton Carter under center. He hands it off to number 21. That's Gavin Dodson, and he's going to be wrapped up at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be
They're going to give him a yard.
Marcus Slayton and looks like Janarius Brownlee.
Yeah, 72.
On the play.
Nice play there.
That's really the play they hurt us with last season with Clay McMillan in that spot. We did a pretty good job against them through most of the night last year, and that's how they scored on us twice, was on that fullback dive.
3rd and 4 for the Warriors. Hand off to Metz this time. He's going to be met there after about a yard gain. And looks like big man is in there
Ian
as well
McLean.
as Marcus Slayton again.
Yep. Going to be 4th down. Looks like they need about 3 yards. And see if we can't shut down this drive here right now. That's far enough. That's far enough.
It's about time for one of those hits or one of those hits.
Yeah.
Go ahead and stop that drive
I
cold.
would think they would
Or that
go.
ball goes flying through
I
the
would
air.
think they would go with Metz again to that left side.
I would have
Let's
to
see.
think so.
Let's go defense.
He's going
The
to try
quarterback's going to keep it, and he's
He's
going to
got
look
it. He's
out.
got room.
have the first down, and he's going to
He's
stay
gonna
on his
score,
feet,
y'all.
and he's
Wow.
taking it in for the score. I don't see any flags
Yeah.
on the field.
Touchdown Warriors. And so they are going to a good drive, and they put some points on the board.
So number 19, Colton Carter,
37-yard run on a 4th and
carries
3.
it.
Nice drive. They're lining up in a very unusual formation here. See what they're going to try to get done.
Yeah, a little. I don't know what you call
Yeah,
that.
it didn't work.
It didn't work.
No, it did not work.
Ian McLean over there, as well as Marcus Slayton. Kavion's over there.
Yeah, Jacavion was there, number 4. Jacavion Williams stopping that right off the bat. So 19-6 at 4:47 to go in the second quarter. Westside does score a touchdown for the first time tonight. So
Yep.
they're not going to just roll over and let Rivercrest have the game because it's homecoming. You know, they're going to come in here and play hard. And these young men have worked hard this week, and they made it pay off right there as they were able to pick up a nice drive and score a touchdown. So we got to find a way to get that back real quick.
4:47 left to go here in the first half. And Westside set to kick off after the
I'd have to think they were working on, which Clay McMillan was actually your kicker this year, and he's hurt, but they were working before the game, and everything they were working on was on site.
Checking audio again for you here. Man, we are so sorry. We're just not getting audio out there to you.
Oh, there it goes.
I can hear it.
We'll try to do a little bit of.
Everything was showing good on this end, so
We'll do a little mechanicking at halftime, see if we can get it a little bit better for you. We want to try to stay on with our audio so you can hear the band and things, but we want to bring you the full homecoming thing. Here we go.
So 4th down, and the handoff to number 23 this time, and he's going to be stopped short. No, they may give him the spot.
Yeah, boy, he looked short, didn't he?
Yeah, he looks short to me, but
they're going to move the
they're gonna
flag.
move.
Yeah, they're going to take over. Colts are. And that's exactly why we were getting all those timeouts. And
I don't know about that. It looks like they're moving the chains
the other way, aren't they?
the other way, yeah. They're giving them the first down.
I don't think so.
Correction, first down.
First down for the Warriors. And we just thought we'd stopped them, but the referee said otherwise, and so they're going to keep on moving.
So 152 and counting here in the first half. 1st and 10, Westside. Handoff this time. And, I can't see. There's a – that's number 20 on the carry. That's Gavin Metz. And Quinn Shun and Marcus in on that stop. Number 52, Marcus Clark, checks in for that defense as he checks in for Ian McClain. 2nd down and 9 for the Warriors. We're at 1 minute and 10 seconds now left in the first half.
Yeah, we were trying to get that stop, and it just didn't come.
Pass over the middle, and it's going to be incomplete. Jacavion was there as well as Jaden Young.
Yeah, a little tall there.
Intended receiver was
number 12.
Number 13, it looks
13,
like.
Hunter Drummonds. Yep. Just a little tall on the pass. So it's going to be 3rd and long. Clock still, they stopped the clock on that incomplete pass, 56 seconds. So the end of this second quarters went kind of slow with all the timeouts and everything.
Get a stop here, and you may have a chance to.
Yeah, there's still a shot. I mean, we don't need a whole lot of time with the 1, 2, 3 guys back there.
We don't have any timeouts left. That's one factor in that. But we had to use those to keep the time on the clock. So 56.8 seconds left. 3rd down and 9 for Westside. This time it's a handoff to the right side there by the second back through, and he's going to be stopped for a loss, it looks like. And that is number 13, Hunter Drummonds. They're going to spot him at the line of scrimmage, which will bring up another 4th down and 9.
Number 3, Marcus Slayton there to stop it. Dan's took his headset off for just a minute so he can hear a little bit better.
The clock is at 23 seconds now. Play clock has not been running, so I'm not sure.
It's like they're just going to
let it run out, and they're going to go the halftime. Colts are going to be up 25-6 here as we go to halftime at homecoming. And
so that's the end of the first half. Rivercrest on top, 25-6.
They head to the locker room. Lots of action. Sorry that there was lots of action where we had to make a touchdown, then get another touchdown.
It's like a silent movie.
Yeah, and then we've had audio trouble that we're about to go nuts up here trying to figure out what's going on because it looks like everything's where it needs to be, but it's just not working right. But we're going to give it a little bit of work here and see if we can't get it fixed a little bit better for you, and we'll be back in just a minute.
Hey, welcome back, guys. If you can hear us, let us know in the live chat. Our equipment has not always told the truth the first half. It was showing we had audio, then we didn't. We're just having all kinds of trouble tonight, so we apologize. We always try to do everything we can, get here early, go through everything to try to make sure that the quality of the programming we're bringing you is as good as we can get it. And when things like this happen, it is so frustrating to us, and I know it's frustrating to you guys too. But I want to give you a few stats. Rivercrest is up 25-6 at halftime over the Westside Warriors. The Colts had 3 touchdowns called back by penalties in the first half. 90 yards in penalties in the first half for the Colts. Seemed like every big play we made for a while there, it was coming back, and so that's always frustrating. Colts had 219 yards at halftime. Only 15 plays from scrimmage. The Colts ran 6 carries for 99 yards. Kobe Turner had 3 carries for 86 yards, including a great 61-yard touchdown run. Did have Buda Harris had 2 catches, 42 yards. Michael Rayner, 40-yard catch for a touchdown. Cavante Washington was 6 for 8 for 120 yards and 2 touchdowns in the first half. So he's still coming along. He looked like he got a little stinger on his elbow. Helmet may have hit it there on that last touchdown pass he made, and he was holding his elbow. But coming back out second half, and looks like he's throwing a little bit. So that's good to see. Marcus Slayton's first game back since the Mills game, and all he did was have 12 tackles in the first half. So I did look back last year, and he had 17 tackles in the Westside game last year. So he's picking up right where he left off. Quinshon Perry, big half, 9 tackles. Tyquilin Sanders had 6 tackles total before last week, had 7 tackles last week. Had 8 tackles and a sack in the first half of this one. And Wyatt Lancaster, 6 tackles and a sack. Andrew Lomax, 6 tackles. So they're spreading around quite a bit. We're about to get the second half kicked off. West Side will be kicking off. I got to assume it's going to be an onside kick, and I'm going to throw it to Todd and Coach Dye.
Go ahead, Coach.
Yeah, they're waiting on the clock, I guess. They're fixing to reset it. Put a fresh 12 on there. And number 12, that's Dakota Neely set to kick off for the Warriors. We got Tyquilin Sanders back there deep. Kobe Turner over here on this near side. Michael Rayner on the other, anticipating a short kick by Mr. Neely. And as expected, it hits. Rayner picks it up. The ball comes loose. Fumble. As he was getting tackled there, and now we've got it.
Yeah, I think Westside's got it the way their crowd's going on over there. I think they might have got the fumble.
There was a flag. I thought there was a flag thrown, but it might have just been the beanbag.
Yeah, I think he threw the beanbag down when it first flopped up in the air, and then it kind of flopped again, and then Westside fell on it. So the onside kick is successful.
There may be a flag because they're discussing something right there, and it looks like there's something on about the 0 over on the 30. I can't tell.
They're gonna go. They're getting the tee
crowd
off.
there. There's something on the ground over there on the 30. You can barely see it.
Yep. It's kind of right on. It was right on the number, and it was hard to see up in there. But see what he calls here.
Face
Personal
mask.
foul. Face mask.
Okay.
West
So,
side.
And it's Colt football.
Colt football.
I think I saw when I thought the penalty was thrown the first time is when Michael Rayner grabbed it, and it looked like his head turned. So it may have been the reason that he coughed it up is because of the face mask.
Well, they're going to give it to the Colts. He pointed to Colts' possession and also showed the personal foul face mask. So that kind of swings back our way real quick, and that's a good thing if you're a Colt fan, and we are.
Yeah, so, again, start of this third quarter, 11:52 in the third, and Colts will start their first possession of the second half. Got 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the far side. Cavante's going to keep it, tuck it, and he's going to run it down to the 40-yard line of Westside. So a nice gain there for the junior quarterback.
We saw him take off for a long touchdown run first half. Of course, it was called back.
Yes.
That was kind of the first half theme.
That was a 58-yarder.
Bring that touchdown back, yeah.
But those were two of the better runs we've seen Cavante make this year where he was just decisive and took off hard.
Yeah. And, as a West Side defense, now you got to be looking for that.
Right.
So it kind of opens up other things. So this time it's a handoff to the first back. That's going to be Kobe Turner.
Hurdled a guy.
Hurdles the guy there, and he's going to fall forward to the 30-yard line. So he's going to be close to that first down marker.
That should be a first down right there, yeah. They're going to give him the first down.
So 1st and 10 for the Colts.
You can tell that sprain is getting better the way he's moving and stopping and starting and all that. You can't do that on a bad ankle, so he's doing really well. There's a guy offside right there. Number 21, Gavin Dotson, jumped a little bit quick there. Every time we send that guy in kind of that jet sweep formation there, it has a tendency to draw that other side off sides, and it's always good to get a free 5.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's right.
So 1st and 5 for the Colts. Just under 11 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. 25-6, Colts on top. Cavante passes over to a wide-open Michael Rayner, who's going to take it over to the right side.
Wow.
He's got some room, and he takes it in for the score from 25 yards out. Another touchdown for Michael Rayner.
We all look all over the field every time somebody scores to see if we see a flag, and we didn't get one that time. So
for sure,
some adjustments were made at halftime. Boys, quit getting penalties. That's what that speech was about. But good to see Michael just sidestep a guy and roll right into the end zone. Touchdown, Colts, as they move it to 31-6 here in early in the second half.
Going to see Josh Johnson attempt his first PAT of the year.
Yeah.
See how this looks here. Josh has been kind of working his way back in tonight. Well, they're bringing about 5 from the outside. That's going to be low.
It's barely over that. But
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I
over.
can tell compared to last year, he's been really rusty tonight. But it's just good to see him get back out there and get into action.
Well, you got to get that leg in shape. You think you just walk out there and kick, but man, that takes some agility and some muscle and all those things. And when you haven't done any of that for several weeks, it takes a while to get back in the groove. But
yeah, that's true.
He squeaked that one over, as they say, and we'll take that extra point.
And as we scored here in this game, Truman just scored over Gosnell. They're up 17-8 now.
Wow.
Well, they got a barn burner going over in Truman tonight as they play Gosnell. So that's going to say a little bit about how the standings come about in the morning, and we've got to do our part here that we're supposed to do. And so, like I said, we got 4 tough games coming over the next 4 weeks after this. It gets serious.
There could be only there will be only 2 undefeated teams after.
Yep.
If we can hang on to this lead here, and that's going to be called at about the 15-yard line, and it's going to be to Kylan Sanders again on the tackle.
Mr. Sanders.
And that's number 21, Gavin Dotson, on that return.
We're going to give him the Colonel Sanders Player of the Game because he is doing Sanders things right there, man. He is doing it, and he'll get him some things there. That's really, really good.
Yeah.
Well, he's just all over the field. That's just really good play from Kylan. Way to go, bud.
10:36 left in the third. Westside takes over. 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming back out in that Maryland eye.
There's going to be a handoff to number 20. That's going to be Metz, and he's going to be met there by a crowd of Colts. And now we're going to have a flag after that.
Flag. I don't know if that's going to be on Jeb for holding his arm or if that's on the other guy, but yeah, he's going to give it to us.
Wow.
You just gotta do your job and move on out. But sometimes you just get a little bit competitive juices going and things like that happen. But it's going to cost the Colts 15 yards, and that's a big penalty. And that's going to put us back.
Moves us to, I think, 105 yards and penalties tonight.
So 1st and 10 at the 39 for Westside. Marcus with a blitz, and he comes in.
Did he get that?
Wow.
He did.
He timed that perfect, didn't he?
He did.
I was afraid we were going to get a flag, but, man, he went the minute he seen the ball go, and that's what you do, and he was right there. He just about got the handoff to him.
He did.
Wow.
He sure did. That was timed perfect. And loss of about 7 on the play.
Wow.
Some things you just can't teach, and it's, just athleticism is all over right there.
Actually, they're going to say 6 on that.
Yeah.
Danny, he's going to loss of
All
6.
right.
So
what a play. Way to go, Marcus.
second down and 16.
He's
He's
gonna
going to do it again.
Yeah.
Oh, and he just missed that running back who was handed the ball. That's going to be Metz, I believe.
He got around him that time, and they went to a different hole, and so.
And Metz is slow getting up there.
Kieran Sanders and Kobe Turner on the tackle.
Got a man down for Westside here. So they're going to take a knee and going to get him checked out.
I believe that's number 20. I can't.
I think it is.
Is that Gavin?
Well, he's run the ball hard tonight.
Yes, he has.
Had 9 carries, 29 yards in the first half, but those are 29 hard-fought yards.
That power running formation, it's a body beater, man, on both sides. It beats up the defense, beats up the offense, and it's just every play you're just crunching each other, and sooner or later somebody's going to come up a little nicked.
It's like they're calling for the ambulance.
Oh, that's not good.
It's never good when you have to go that route. So.
Oh, man. I just hate when that happens.
Yeah.
Got him laying down. Got a trainer out there with him. They're going to move the Westside Warriors off the field, and
they're opening the gates over there.
Yeah, they're going to be bringing a gurney over, and we're not sure if he's. Well, I'm not going to even speculate because that would be stupid. I sure hate to see this young man hurt. They're going to bring the ambulance onto the field, and hate to see that in any football game, and you don't want to see these guys hurt. Just too young to have these kind of injuries. It's been a season of injuries for the Colts and for other teams, and, man, it's just been really, really tough injuries. We're seeing that on several levels, high school, college, football, pro football. Just seem like these injuries are just being brutal.
I knew right when he went down, one of their players was already calling for somebody out on the field. So it's never good. We hope that young man's going to be okay.
Yep. We've had to take a couple of our fellas off to the ER this year, and it's just a gut-wrenching time. And
yeah,
everybody's got real quiet here, and this is just not what you want to see. Coaches are all around. EMS is there. That power run is just, there's so many bodies flying around, and there's so many ankles that get turned around and legs get turned around, and you get body parts in positions they're not supposed to go, and it's just it can be very, very dangerous. Is he setting up?
Like
He's going to get up. That's good to see. It's like they may take him on to ER to get checked out.
Yeah, for sure.
He's
well, it is good to see that
Yeah.
you got him up, and he was mostly on his own power.
Yeah, it looks
making
like
his
it
way.
could be arm or upper body rather than a leg, because he was walking fairly gingerly, but he was walking. So we pray that everything will be okay for that young man. I think, did we ever see for sure if it was 20?
Yeah. Well, I didn't see when he got in the
Yeah, I'm not sure.
the
I
ambulance
wasn't
had
paying
it
attention.
blocked there.
That's why we have a medical team on site, and it's good to have those folks here when these injuries get very aggressive, and it's good to have those experts on hand.
So if you're just joining us, it's in the third quarter. Rivercrest on top 32-6. There's 9:24 left in the third. We have a timeout for an injured Westside Warrior player.
They have loaded him in the ambulance, and he got in there on his own power, and they're going to go get him checked out.
Yeah.
It's going to be third down and 10 for Westside when they come out of this.
Westside was already without one of their main running backs, 45 Clay McMillan is over there in a arm sling, and now
looks like that was Gavin.
I think
Metz.
that was 20.
I think
Gavin
it was
Metz.
20 Gavin Metz. Best we can tell, we couldn't read a number, but we don't see 20 out there, and he was one of the main running backs.
Was really running the ball well tonight too.
Yeah.
There's some movement. I believe that's going to be on Westside.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Yeah.
I'll start going against the Warriors. 5-yard penalty.
It's going to back them up even deeper and make it a longer third down.
34-yard line.
Yeah, and that the offense that they run, your personnel you have, you're not really built for third and long situations and playing from behind, and so a little bit out of their comfort zone right now. But I give them credit; they have played hard.
Right.
This may be one of them spots where they try to pick up and throw a little past the tight end. Need to be aware here.
That's right.
It's going to be
another pitch.
21. That's going to be Gavin Dodson. He's only going to pick up about 2 or 3 yards on the play.
Is that Jeb Brigance over there? It looks like Wyatt Lancaster. Yep. And so it's going to bring up a 4th and long, and looks like they're already dropping back to punt. And Michael Rayner's going to tow up about the 30-yard line here, just inside that or outside that. Let's see. This wind is starting to pick up a little bit, and should give them a little bit of benefit with it at their back, a north wind.
Yeah.
There's a snap. It's a good snap.
There's a flag, and we're going to stop it, and had a little bit of movement on the line there, and so we're going to back it up 5 more yards, and Westside's going to kick it again.
Wow.
Lots of penalties tonight, and I don't think we're anywhere close to what the Mills game was, but there's a lot of penalties.
Well,
we still haven't had an hour-long quarter yet.
I've never seen a game.
I hope we don't ever see one of those again.
We actually got home about an hour and a half quicker from Harrisburg than we did from the Mills game. And the Mills game was a home game.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Oh, let's not talk about that one.
Yeah.
8:06 left in the third quarter, and Colts are about to get the football. Michael Rayner might want to turn one back for another touchdown. They have tried to snap it over his head a couple times tonight.
A little end over end. It's going to go out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Let's see where they spot it.
Kobe's over there kind of like, darn, I wanted to run the ball. I want them to kick it to me.
So they're going to spot it at the 43-yard line.
With number 1 and number 2 standing back there, that might be your best bet is to kick it out of bounds, and that's what I'd do if I was coaching. Because those guys make trouble when they get the ball.
So first and 10 for the Colts at their own 47-yard line with 7:53 left to go in the third,
and that works every time. It seems like number 7.
Yep. Trayvon Easley got caught that time.
It's just hard to hold your spot when that guy comes in motion. You want to go do something to stop him.
You got to get a head start if you're going to catch rain.
Yeah, that's right. There's just nothing you can do there, but you got to let it play out. But it's worked 3 or 4 times for the Colts to get a free 5.
Rainer's over here on this left side, along with Cash Span and I believe that's Jaden. That might be Jacavion over here.
Got trips left. Going to be a little quick out. Up.
It's a little
Didn't throw
short.
it hard enough. Pick it up.
A little
Cash
short.
Span.
It's a little short.
Cash Span was the intended receiver and just didn't get enough mustard on that one. Come up a little bit short.
Well, the good thing about that penalty, you threw an incomplete pass, and it's like a 5-yard gain.
Right. Yep.
Second 5.
So you're still in good shape.
Again, the wind is blowing pretty hard right now, so that could affect the
it
passing
could.
game
Yep.
a little bit. Fake there, pass over to Buda Harris,
Wow.
and again, there's another thing that you won't see very often this season. That ball went right through his hands.
It just seems like when we run them sweeps, they are looking to where they're going before they catch it, because it takes a big man to run veers over the middle, because you get them gator arms if you're not careful, because you're worried about getting lit up.
And you work on running the slant every
Yes,
practice.
yes.
There's Kobe Turner. He takes the ball up the middle and then shifts to his left and takes it down inside the 30-yard line to the 27-yard lines where they're going to spot it.
That's when Coach Harden said, if we're going to keep dropping passes, then we're just going to go ahead and hand it to
Just give it to him.
Kobe. That's always a pretty good play right there.
I think right now Kobe's pretty much wanting the ball every time, because he is anxious to get going.
He is up to 117 yards rushing tonight on 5 carries.
Wow.
7:24 and counting here in the third quarter. Devontae takes the snap, throws right over to Buda Harris, has a few blockers in front, shakes the tackle. There's a flag late there on that play.
I think we hit somebody
Westside
again
player
over there.
Westside player got twisted up there and was rolling around, and
there's
he's
still
limping
people
now.
flopping around.
Whistle was blown about 35 seconds ago, and
Yeah.
there's still people diving after the
There's
ball.
people falling around and blocking each other, and
Blocking the back.
they're definitely playing through the whistle, but once again, a big penalty right out there in the open. If you're going to do penalties, you need to do them in the pile, not out there where you're standing right by the referee. But anyway, once again, we're going to go back before we go forward.
Wow. Back to the 37-yard line.
So it'll be first and long.
First and 20.
First and 20 for the Colts at their Westside 37-yard line with 6:57 and counting.
It's been a 2 steps forward, 1
In the
step
third
back
quarter.
kind of night.
It's frustrating.
This time it's going to be a
nice.
handoff to Kobe Turner.
Good
He's going to
catch.
have some room over to the right, and he's going to take it in from 37 yards out for the touchdown for Rivercrest. Kobe Turner with another touchdown.
That's a good one, Coach. No yellow flags, so
No
we're going to
yellow
count that
flags.
one. That one gets to go on the scoreboard.
That's going to put him close to 150 yards on the night.
Yeah. 148 yards on 6 carries.
Nice.
2 touchdowns. So that average is still climbing.
That's a pretty good night. 38-6 as the Colts score once again. Again, after a big penalty, we seem to find a way to make up for it. And so, but that won't be the way always when you're playing some of these contending teams up top.
That's right.
There's a snap, hold, kick, and another low kick for Josh Johnson, but it's good. It goes through the upright.
He's beaning them through.
Yeah, he's throwing fastballs, man. He's throwing fastballs. Here, the playoffs are starting soon, so he's going to do a little fastball.
6:37 left to go in the third quarter. Your Colts on top 39-6.
Still not quite enough to start the mercy rule. It usually starts at 35, so going to have one more score and keep them from scoring. They're not going to quit trying to score.
That's right.
And so, but they do have two running backs now pretty banged up. They have taken, we think, Gavin Metz over there to the sideline, just outside the stadium there, and working out of the back of the ambulance.
Leland Newsom kicking off this time. It's going to hit at about
it
the
came right back
28-yard
to
line.
Get it.
We
Somebody get it.
I'm not sure we jumped on it, though.
Yeah, we went to blocking, and we forgot we could get it. It had went 10 yards for sure, and we was setting up the block.
Yeah, it was recovered by number 13, Hunter Drummonds.
And you know who was there for the Colts?
I seen that, number 32.
Tyler
Colin Sanders, of course he was. It's his 10th tackle tonight.
He's been the everywhere man tonight. He has been all over this field. He likes special teams. We've been looking for a new special teams guy, and we've had some great guys that really excelled at special teams the last 2 or 3, 4 years, and Kylan might decide he wants that role for himself.
Yeah.
Jay Bird checks in for the
Whoa.
Colts, number 81.
Marcus Slayton just tried to take out the whole line.
Yeah. He's got that count figured out, and he is just blitzing.
The only problem with blitzing like that is if you don't get there or if they don't run to your hole, then there's a hole somewhere.
Yeah.
Because you've lost a linebacker at that point. So
we have a timeout, Westside, with 6:34 left to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, he's vacating the spot, but most of the time he's going to get there before the running back does. But
that's right.
He give that lineman a forearm shiver on that one, and so that probably didn't feel real good.
I say we had a timeout. Maybe
I'm not sure
just
what
wanted to reset the clock. They're having a little bit of clock trouble here tonight too. We was told by Mr. Robertson, and so I don't know. It's just something in the air, I guess. I don't know.
Westside never left the field when they said there was timeout, so I don't know if they actually called timeout or not. I tell you what, Marcus, he's timed that a couple of times. This time he faked it.
Mm-hmm. It just
every
play, it just seemed like somebody's flying through the air after
there's another
flag.
He
just threw him out. He just threw him out, and then he's thrown something.
He threw the referee's hat.
Ooh, this is not
Number
good.
75. That's
his coach is jerking him up, boy.
He just threw the referee's hat about 15 yards down the field.
Wow.
That is not good, and he is really upset. And he's not wanting anybody to tell him what to do right now.
Now he throws his helmet.
Wow.
Yeah. He's just very upset right now, and I don't know what you do. I've seen somebody throw one of our guys' helmets about 15 yards, but I haven't seen him throw the referee's hat 15 yards.
I've seen a lot of football over the years. I have never seen that.
I thought he had like a pad or something and chunked it, and I got looking at somebody's hat, and I go, well, only one black hat out there, and sportsmanlike. And
so there's going to be
two unsportsmanlike, yeah.
One on the initial and one when he threw the hat. And so he's – wow.
Two unsportsmanlike conduct fouls going against the Warriors.
I've never seen that.
All the way back to the 12-yard line.
And that puts a lot of pressure on the coach to have to deal with that in the middle of a game when you're trying to worry about everything else, and then you're having to deal with that. So I hate that for the coaches involved too. Is that all the way back to the 13-yard line?
Yeah, back to 13, and kind of back-to-back double unsportsmanlike penalties. And so that is about, 30 yards in the penalties on one play. Well, we'll put that behind us. Marcus is coming off the field. Starting to see some others creep in there.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to jump that line, that's for sure.
There's number 21. That's Dodson on the carry. He's going to take it out
Looks
to
like Jeb Brigant's got up off the pile there.
About the 19-yard line. That's where they're going to spot it. Bring up third down and a long ways.
Yeah.
The board is saying 24, third 24.
Yeah. 5:20.
That's correct.
In the third quarter, clock running, 5:20.
Monterius Smith just checked in for the Colts. He's in there, linebacker. Jay Bird's in there at linebacker. Nolan Williams in there as well. They're coming in. There's the
quarterback again.
Quarterback's going to.
Oh, he spun out
around and keeps running. They are starting to bring in some guys to get some little bit more game time experience, starting to bring out some of the starters and letting them come in. I seen Mr. Eflin just went in there, Jackson Eflin.
Yeah, Nolan Williams made a tackle a minute ago too.
Ian McLean, he usually is a starter, but he's coming back into the game, and here comes Quinshawn Perry off the field. He's played a heck of a game.
Cash Spann, Corey Bonner back to receive this punt.
We're seeing different numbers back here. Kobe may be done for the night. He probably don't want to be, I don't know, but he's still got his helmet on. Devontae's got his helmet off, and Mike Rayner may be done for the night too.
There's a snap, the kick.
I remember those days where those guys tried to get back
Cash
in the game.
Spann.
Yeah.
At about the 45-yard line. He runs back to the 40 where he's going to be tackled. So loss on that about 5 yards.
Cash was trying to get around that edge and just didn't quite get it.
There's a penalty.
There's a penalty.
back here.
Did we block in the back?
I guess it's going to be assessed after.
The ball spotted at the 40-yard line. It's going to be
Block in the back.
penalty against the Colts.
All right. I wouldn't have it any other way, guys.
Well, we'll have to have penalty 101 come Monday morning or Tuesday morning and talk about that as we get set to get into the hardest part of the conference season here.
Yeah, that's one thing when you start playing some of the teams we have left on the schedule.
Yeah.
You can't have this many penalties.
No.
You can't have lapses like that.
And that's not talking against Westside. That's just saying
no.
we just know that they're rebuilding or redoing their program and getting it stronger. And there's other teams it's going to cost you when you getting 15-yard penalties time after time after time.
Yeah.
Kavion Williams on the carry that time, and going to pick up a couple yards, be second down and 8. Truman has scored again on Gosling. It's 23-8 now over Truman.
Wow, that's a.
I would say,
would you say that's an upset in the brewing there? I don't know.
You know, they were
pretty even.
Up pretty good.
Yeah, those teams are pretty even,
on.
I guess. And Truman, boy, you go into Truman, you better be ready to play, and we got to go there here in a few weeks.
Yep. At Highland and at Truman are not easy
Tough.
at all.
Yeah,
those are
tough road games.
Well, there's
It's
another
like
penalty.
I don't know. There was 3 seconds. There was 3 seconds on the clock, on the play clock.
Yeah.
When he called that, so I don't know
why he's calling delay a game.
And no, they said they had some trouble with the clock earlier, so I don't know.
We'll try that again.
But I looked when he threw that. There was 3 seconds on the play clock over there.
There's Jaden Young on the carry.
He's got some open field there. Takes it down to the midfield at the 50.
It's going to be a first down, Coach.
And we'll take it. First down. Rivercrest. Ian McLean was out there leading the way. Block for him. Kobe Turner comes off the field.
23-yard run.
Gets it up to the 50-yard line, and
Buda Harris is coming off as well.
1st and 10.
Well, I like the way he runs the ball.
Yeah. He don't spend a lot of time juking and shucking. He's just going straight forward downhill, north and south.
Jaden Young pitches it out to Colin Sanders. He cuts up to the middle of the field and takes it out to about the 45-yard line. Gain of about 5 on the play.
Good timing on the pitch right there.
Dan was talking a few weeks ago that Skyland's getting some work at more and more work at running back, especially when Kobe was out. And so, again, like I said, when those guys are out, you miss them. But it also gives some of these younger guys some opportunity to get some reps. We got another man down
Tyler
here.
Watlington, number 53, who's hobbled.
Yeah, and he's made a lot of plays tonight. We've called his number a whole bunch.
He has played well tonight. Well, we know how it is to have so many guys injured. One time this year, I think we had 8 starters out, and all the guys who were expected to contribute big time. And so already tough season for Westside. Tougher when you lose guys like Clay McMillan and Gavin Metz and Watlington right there. That just makes everything harder.
It's the Corey Bonner. Going to be wrapped up for a loss.
Had a little trouble with the exchange in the timing part of it. And just didn't get the exchange just right in the timing. So we'll try that one again, and that's going to be 3rd and long. Clock's running going to be 3 minutes here, and right now, 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter.
Be third down and 11. 3rd and 11 for the Colts at their own 49-yard line. Jaden Young's going to keep it, run to this left side. He's got some room over here. He's going to pick up the first down and a few extra yards.
I'm not just a finesse player,
Coach.
He falls forward to about the 36-yard line. That's where it'll be spotted 1st and 10, Rivercrest.
You got to believe that basketball coach, Coach Robinson, just sits there and cringes every time he runs one.
You know it.
Him and Cash. And
I'm cringing for him.
Buda.
There's to Colin Sanders with the carry up the middle. He's going to be wrapped up and spun around, and they're going to give him forward progress of about 2 yards as he takes it to the 34-yard line.
I'm glad we have coaches though that let them play multiple sports. I think that's a good thing, and just develop all kind of different kinds of muscles and all kind of athletic abilities. So these guys are very, very talented kids.
Well, you see that a lot nowadays in recruiting. They try to recruit guys who play multiple sports.
Yeah.
Just for the fact that you don't wear out the same muscles over and over.
Right.
This time Jaden's going to keep it again to that left side. He's had some success over there, and he's going to take it out of bounds this time at about the
nice pickup
27-yard line.
Going to be about a 3rd and 1. 3rd and real short.
3rd and about 1, yeah.
I think I'd run that one more time, but I'm not the coach. Coming up on 9 o'clock here. Kind of going slow here. We've had a lot of penalties, and we had, of course, an injury that we want to make sure he's doing okay.
Yeah, for sure.
I think they're having a dance after the
there's a homecoming dance tonight.
This time Jaden's going to he faked the pass and then was wrapped up for the loss. Number 10, that's Carter Powell on the sack.
Number 30, Hunter Ellis kind of got rolled up on there. He was trying to block and do what he was doing, and when Jaden went down, he rolled up on Hunter, but Hunter looks like he's okay.
There was a lot of action there. He faked the handoff, faked the pass, and then got rolled up there. So took a little bit for that play to develop.
It's going to bring up a big 4th down play. See if we can't get 4 yards here.
This time he pitches it out. Great job to Colin Sanders. Going to run it up. He's going to have the 1st down and then some as he takes it inside the 20.
Hold on to that football.
That's right.
To about the 18, 17-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Colts with 52 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter.
That was a great read and pitch there by Jaden Young.
Yeah. So we're getting to the point where it's just now the end of the 3rd quarter because of all the penalties.
That's what I'm saying. It's just you'd think it'd be going a little faster, but we've had so many penalties.
This time he's going to keep it again after faking
nice
to Corey Bonner, and he's going to be inside the 10-yard line this time at about the 7.
Line blew him a nice hole right there.
Yeah.
It was a big old hole to run through, and so nice pickup.
Gain of 11, 1st and goal, Colts.
1st and goal to go, as you hear Phil Bill over the loudspeaker. He does a great job doing our announcing each night. Been doing it for many years.
Jackson Kilburn checks in. Also, number 19, Tyron Henry over here to the left side. It's going to be a handoff to Jackson Eflin.
Get in there, Jackson.
And he takes it down to the 5-yard line. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. With Rivercrest on top, 39-6 here at Homecoming 2023 as they take on the Westside Warriors. They will swap ends of the field, put a fresh 12 on, and come back for the final quarter of the contest.
The class of 1993 is here tonight and having their 30-year reunion. Class of 1983 is having their 40-year reunion. So some big get-togethers this weekend, and, man, doesn't time fly fast. Excited to see them get together, and appreciate y'all watching. I think we're doing a little better this half on the sound.
We hope.
It looks like we got one. Old Greg's listening up in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And I seen one from the Philippines earlier was listening again. He's been listening. That's James, Arkansas is what he's got on there. And so we appreciate you watching from all over the country.
So with 5:28 left in Truman, Gosnell just scored and put 2 more on the board. So it's 23-16 now with 5:28. So
that's going to be an interesting last 5 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't think either of those teams kick extra points. I think they go for 2, so.
Here we go.
That's interesting.
Oh, bad
snap. And Jaden's going to have to eat it there
at
about the 14-yard line.
That's going to bring up a long 3rd and goal after a bad snap there.
They're going to spot it at the 13. So
mishandled snap.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and go from the 13.
It's going to be a loss of 8 on that.
Loss of 8 on the play.
we've been able to kind of make up for penalties or bad plays here tonight and followed up with good plays. So let's see if we can't keep that going.
You got a lot of people in there who don't usually play right now, so you're going to see some timing issues.
Yeah,
you're
it's
going
a little
to see
different.
some stuff like
It's
that.
going to be Eflin on the carry, and he's going to be wrapped up and dropped after about a 1-yard gain on the play. So let's bring up 4th down and go from the 12.
This was the time last year you would just run Josh Johnson out there and let him kick that field goal. But, I'm not sure his leg's in that shape right now. And
going to get a timeout here.
All right. Looks like
he's
that's
coming out.
what they may be doing.
Huh?
But it's a timeout.
He's going to call a timeout, and I think they're going to give Josh a shot because you need to get him in shape because you don't know when you might have to kick one of these suckers down the road,
That's
and
right.
it might be the game.
And he's going to have the wind with him too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kicking that direction.
And that will be a 29-yard field goal attempt if that's what we decide to do. So
he was coming on the field there as they called the timeout. So
I like it.
Looked like the field goal team is coming on.
Well, really, the only way to get your leg into kicking shape is kicking.
Is the kick. That's right.
So it's good to get work in a game like this where a missed kick is not going to determine the game.
I noticed Wesley Gray down there in street clothes. I didn't realize he wasn't dressed out tonight.
I didn't either.
Sorry about that, Wesley. He's been working really hard on that line this year, and he's got some issues. We'll have to find out about that for you.
So he's going to hold it at about the 19-yard line. As Josh Johnson, number 58, set to try this field goal. Snap, hold, and the kick. Looked like
it hit the crossbar. Hit the crossbar. He needed about another 2 foot, and it would have gone over.
That's all right.
But that's not too bad on a 29-yarder in high school.
Just get under it a little bit, get a little air under it. He had plenty of velocity on it.
He's got a strong leg. He just he's just not getting up under the ball quite as much as he was last year, and he'll get that all figured out.
Yeah, that's just all going through practicing. So
10:30 left to go here in this contest.
Coach Fleming will put that away, and he said, "Man, we can kick that field goal there with a little work," and so that's good to know. And he didn't miss it by very much at all. But Westside's going to get the ball there after having a first and goal to go. You hate to miss those opportunities in the red zone.
I'm not sure. We kicked it into the end zone. You shouldn't get it where we snapped it from. You should get it at the 20-yard line.
Yeah,
so
I don't know if anybody's going to catch that or not.
That is definitely not correct.
There's a handoff this time to the second back through.
Quinn and Big Man.
Big Man's in there.
Andrew Lomack shutting down the running game.
Number 63, Cruz Ayala, checks in for that Colt defense.
Darius Brownlee coming in.
Nolan Williams is wearing 78 now. He's linebacker spot.
Nolan keeps us guessing on his jersey attire. He'll wear his regular number, and all of a sudden he just goes to some other strange number. We never know what it is.
Hand off to
I tell you what, they're still blocking hard. I mean, there's still a lot of fight in both teams, and
it's number 13, Hunter Drummond.
People still hitting people out there pretty hard.
Yeah.
Jackson Eflin in on that stop.
Jackson Kilburn coming out, number 25.
He was in on that tackle.
You got to know these guys that don't get as much playing time love to get out there and mix it up a little bit here, especially on homecoming. You kind of tend to remember these homecoming games.
There's a pitch out. That's number 3. Oh, and he's met there.
Joe Lewis
Ralph.
Wow.
That's Bo Watson, number 3. He was the ball carrier. And Joe Lewis met him there with authority.
Man.
He brought the wallop right there, man. He hit him hard. And took him from going one way to take him to going the other way real quick.
Joe Lewis has been injured for a couple of weeks. Glad to have him back tonight.
8:06, 8 minutes now left in the game. And you can see the score there on your screen, 39-6. You may be listening, driving the tractor. It's 39-6 Colts with just about 8 minutes left to go of the game. They're going to punt. Westside is.
It's like Jay Bird.
Oh, he dropped it.
Bird drops it.
It's loose. Westside's got it.
He's going the wrong way.
He's going the wrong way.
Oh, no.
He got turned around.
Oh, bless his heart.
Now he was tackled there by Joe Lewis, Ralph.
I hope he's okay.
That was 87, Jordan Hall.
He is still laying there, y'all.
He was hit pretty hard there by Joe Lewis. He was started going the right way and then changed directions. And
he got hit, and I'm not sure he didn't realize which direction he was going for a minute because, boy, he took off the wrong way, and he may just have laid there a minute just a little bit embarrassed. But that was Jordan Hall. But he did get the fumble, and that's going to give Westside the football back after another botching the punt.
I've seen it in basketball before, but I don't know if I've ever seen that in football. Actually had a negative 12-yard fumble return.
Who was it they used to talk about back in the old days? Jim Marshall from the Vikings, I think, ran it the wrong way for a touchdown once.
Yeah.
That's been 100 years ago.
Somebody from the Cowboys did that too, didn't they?
Yeah, probably so. Oh, mercy.
That's going to bring up 2nd down and 7 for Westside.
That thing's going over at Truman, Coach. How much time's left there?
3 minutes and 20 seconds left. And it's still 23-16. Gosnell has the football, though.
That one's going to the wire. This one's been decided for a while. The final score's all that's in doubt right now. Looks like Colts will take home another victory and going to remain undefeated in conference.
It's going to be number 3.
Oh, nice job.
And Corey Bonner with an excellent play there over here in this corner spot.
They strung that out really nice, and that's what you want. Everybody stay at home, take your spot. When he comes your way, put him down, and that's what Scorey did there. Good job, man.
I tell you, he's not the biggest player, but the guy had a hold of him, and he did a good job of fighting the block off and making that play.
And when he tackled him, he went down. It was a good tackle.
It was a good tackle.
Timeout. Westside with 6:18 left to go in this one. Colts on top, 39-6 here. Homecoming.
See James Raines from Tyronza down in the Philippines. We appreciate you watching. We got people watching. Doug Robertson Sr. from Tennessee. James Smith from Tonytown, Arkansas. I like it. Man, we appreciate you guys watching from all over the place. We do apologize for all the audio issues in the first half. Hopefully, it seems like to us the second half has been correct, been working, but I hesitate to say anything.
We got one cord, and every time we plug it in, it acts different. So we just try not to touch it.
Gosnell just threw an interception with 3 minutes left, 3:06.
Wow.
So Truman will take over at Gosnell 34-yard line.
If you have any scores out there, just type them in to us.
Oh, there's Grayson Scribner. Said Grayson and Cam. We're watching from Nashville.
Hey, guys.
Hey, we miss you guys over here. Hopefully get a chance to visit. Heck, we may just come visit y'all. That sounds all right.
Yeah, that'd be good. Back to action here with 6:18 left.
Handoff up the middle. Number 13, I believe, Hunter Drummonds. And that's going to be 78. That's Nolan Williams in on that stop.
It's his alter ego.
Westside's gonna punt it away again.
William Nolan.
Number 21, Gavin Dotson's gonna punt it.
Nolan directing traffic on the defense out there. And that's going to be a short kick. It's going to hit about the 36-yard line and roll back about 7-8 yards.
That wind is really, really different down there. We're up in this booth, and we can't really tell. And that's okay for us, but it is blowing out there. And so you can see the ball go up and go backwards.
Yeah.
Not quite as bad as the Pine Bluff game back in the day.
No.
Where they kicked off and it went back over their head. But that game I'll never forget, man. That was a wild game. It was blowing, about 50 mile an hour?
It was probably more than that. We were having gusts of over 60 miles an hour.
Yeah. What year was that? Can you remember?
Yeah, that was 91. That was my 10th grade year.
1991. But I remember being at that game, and the wind was blowing, boy. It was howling at the old cotton patch.
Joe Lewis is in at quarterback now, number 7.
All right.
He's going to
keep it.
He's going to roll to the right
That's
here.
what-
Get in there.
Wow.
He's got a stiff arm. He's going to be brought down at about the 7-yard line by number 8.
I
Jake
think his
Ramsey.
ankle's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a nice stiff arm, man. That guy's neck's longer than it was.
He was
'cause,
thinking,
man.
I haven't played in 3 weeks. I'm running the ball this first time.
Yeah. I don't think he I think he had one play in mind, and maybe that same play right here.
That's right.
So first and goal for the Colts. The ball's at the 7-yard line. 6-yard line, rather, is where they spotted it.
I don't blame him.
4:24 to go.
Leland Newsom in at running back. And
There
pass
he
over
is.
to Sakori Bonner.
That's that
Little slant.
yeah, a little slant. That's the word I was looking for, slant. Right over the middle, and we completed it for a touchdown.
Had to bring in the reserves to catch that slant.
Good job, fellas.
So a 6-yard touchdown pass from Joe Lewis Ralph to Sakori Bonner makes the score 45-6 as the Colts will bring on the kicking team.
Man, I love
Josh
to see
Johnson.
Love to see those guys have success when they get to play, and they did a great job right there. Good run by Joe Lewis Ralph to set that all up.
Yeah,
Hunter
definitely.
Ellis in to hold now for the Colts.
And nice blocking. See if Josh can't get him another extra point here.
We need another player out
We ain't
there.
got enough guys.
And
Mr. Jackson
Kilburn
Kilbert said, "I'll
coming
go." They got. They're gonna get a. Are they gonna get a delay of game?
there's a snap, hold, and
Yeah.
the kick is no good.
Nope. There's another flag. Face
Face
mask
mask
on
against
us.
the Colts.
What are we doing? I seen that referee ducking under the goalpost because that ball was coming at him. I hope that's not the same guy that Michael Rayner ran over a while ago. Somebody's got a picture of that posted on Facebook already. I tell you, that's a dangerous job out there refereeing.
James Rain said it is Saturday morning in the Philippines, 10:10 a.m.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice.
So,
It is a big weekend. There's a whole lot of things going on. Lots of college football tomorrow. People are out doing things here, and a lot of fall festivals happening, things like that. Band competition tomorrow. Don't forget Rivercrest Band. If you're over in Jonesboro, I think my daughter told me they're going to be performing around 2 o'clock. So if you're in Jonesboro at the high school, not at ASU this time, they will be at ASU later in the season, but they'll be at Jonesboro High School tomorrow, and I think our band performs somewhere around the 2 o'clock hour, if I got that right for my daughter. She'll be going, "Oh, Dad, I told you, and you didn't listen."
and we were kicking off from the 25-yard line because of the penalty.
Yeah,
Leland Newsom kicking that.
maybe that wind to help us some.
Going to be
Not
called
a
at
bad
about
kick.
the 33-yard line by number 21, Dodson. He is going to be wrapped up and brought down.
Cash Span was
Yeah.
the first
Cash
one there.
I thought that was a 15. 138, 135 left, and they won't stop the clock anymore. And so we start setting our sights on Highland next week. We're
Yeah.
going to be going to Highland. It will be a road game, and that's a long journey for a lot of you. And so if you can make that journey, come up. Maybe you live up in that area. Come on down and cheer on the Colts. If not, we will do our best to get this cable fixed and bring you Colt football next Friday
man.
night as we go to – we got Highland, then we come home and we play
Gosnell at
Gosnell. Then we go back on the road to Truman, and we come home to play Blyville to end up the regular season early in November.
Quarterback scrambles. He throws over the top, and it's going to be – I thought the guy caught it, but
Yeah, almost.
that was number 21, Maddox Barber, back there.
Yeah, he had to kind of go over Maddox. Maddox got back there and turned around. That wind caught it.
Wind caught it. Sure did.
And so he had to go over Maddox and wasn't able to hold on to the ball.
So
we're down to 30 seconds left, so this will probably be the last play of the game right here. And I imagine they're going to go deep.
Yeah.
Now they're going to pitch it.
Pitch it out to number 10. That's Carter Powell.
Yep.
Nolan Williams on the tackle.
Nolan Williams with another tackle.
78. It won't be in your program that way. But that's going to be the ball game. That's going to end our homecoming 2023 football game here at Cortez Kennedy Field. And the theme of the night was penalties and lots of touchdowns for the Colts. Had a lot of flags, a lot of touchdowns brought back, and so we need to clean that up before next week because it's going to get a little tougher each week now as we end up going through the toughest part of the conference schedule here the next 4 weeks. So if you can get out, watch the Colts. What do you got over there, Coach? You got to score before we leave?
Truman just scored again with 1:21 left to make it 29-16 there. The point after's coming.
That's going to leave the Colts and who else is undefeated? Blyville?
Blyville was up over Highland earlier.
If Blyville held on to win that game, it's going to be us and Blyville, the two undefeated teams right now in our conference. And we'll see how it goes.
Will be looking to get back on track against us next week.
As Dan said earlier, it's always hard when you go to Highland to play. It's always hard when you go to Truman. It's just tough to go anywhere and play on the road, and so it's just not the same. And so we'll see how that goes. Dan's figuring up some stats. You got the defensive over there. Let me talk about some defense real quick. We got teams gathering out on the field. Of course, Kylan Sanders, man, that guy was everywhere tonight. He had 10 tackles. He had a tackle for loss. He had a sack, and played really good defense. Marcus Slayton had 12 tackles and didn't play most of the second half.
Yeah.
Wyatt Lancaster had his consistent, strong game, 7 tackles, 2 tackles for loss. He specializes in those. Had a quarterback hurry and a sack. Quinshawn Perry, 10 tackles, 2 tackles for loss. Great job by Quinshawn. Most of his happened early in the first half. So Nolan Williams had 5. Jeb Brigance played a great game. He was in a lot of tackles, 2 tackles for loss, 1 quarterback hurry. Andrew Lomack had 7 tackles, 1 tackle for loss. Jacavian Williams had a tackle for loss and three tackles total. Kobe Turner had 3 tackles and then a lot of 1s and 2s. So a good job by the defense. They didn't allow a whole lot of yards. We did give up that about 28-yard touchdown run, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that was all that they gave up tonight. So
on a 4th and 3.
Yeah, on a 4th and 3.
Yeah.
So a big turnaround for the defense, and they will continue to try to shut out the other side as we continue to roll through the conference season.
It's like Cavante Washington finished 7 of 11, 145 yards, 3 touchdowns passing. Joe Lewis Ralph did have that last touchdown pass to Sakori Bonner. Buda Harris had 2 catches, 42 yards. And Jacavian Williams had a 24-yard catch for a touchdown. And Michael Rayner had 2 catches, 65 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And
had 1 brought back, did he?
And he also had a punt return for a touchdown and a punt return for a touchdown brought back. So
and he ran over a referee.
He ran over a referee. Kobe Turner did end up with 6 carries for 148 yards.
Wow. 2
touchdowns.
Very efficient.
Jaden Young came in at quarterback, ran 5 times for 51 yards. So it's good to see some of those guys.
Cavante, man, his efficiency is he just throws a few balls and he's got 2, 3, 4 touchdowns. And so when he throws it, he makes it count and throws a good ball. And he's just getting stronger and stronger. He's getting back to where he was last year, around 78% pass completion. So that's going to bode well for the Rivercrest Colts.
Yeah.
Seeing Marcus back on the field tonight, seeing Kobe stronger. Kobe, that 1 run Kobe had, he moved 12 times in 1 spot, and they just couldn't get him. And to see him be able to move like that really speaks good that his ankle's healing up.
For sure.
And so we're tickled for that. Good to see Big Josh Johnson back tonight, kicking that ball, and things are looking up. But it's time to buckle them up because it's time to play hard, time to play the good ones. And so here we go. We're going to let you go. Thank you for watching, and just hang in there with us when we have a little difficulty sometimes.
Yeah.
But I hope you were able to enjoy the second half. The band did a great job. Cheerleaders did a great job. Homecoming court, you can see some of them walking around out there in their beautiful dresses. And so we're going to put a bow on Homecoming 2023 and let them go to the dance. They'll be in there doing the electric slide or Cupid shuffle here in just a minute.
Yeah.
You guys take care, and